always be an England while there's a country lane.
I believe I'm experiencing a new emotion, one that I haven't felt before in watching football. What was previously jubilation, exhilaration, excitement has now been replaced with a sense of loss, a sense of dashing of dreams, a sense that all is ultimately hopeless. Why did nobody tell me it would be like this? Why did nobody tell me that football would be such a double-edged sword, that if you invest yourself even a little bit emotionally in it, then it's all taken away? So I watched the England game last night, the England-Croatia game. I hate to say I called it. I mean, I've called a lot and most of it I've been wrong on, so I guess I was due to get something right. Called it, Croatia won, didn't go to penalties. I'd said that England were going to have to play the game of their life. I have to say it was, for those who like an emotional arc in their football tournaments, then I suppose it delivered on that front. It was easily the most riveting game I've seen so far in the tournament, and well, will be the most riveting game. Not all great stories necessarily need a happy ending. And it had everything, it had drama, it had the hope, and then the dashing of dreams, and you could tell that it just wasn't, especially in the final 20 minutes or so, it just wasn't going to happen. Although they were playing well, you just couldn't see the fire in the England team's eyes towards the end, and in the last few minutes when everybody was going off injured, I mean, that just said it all. It was the losing side of the battle you were watching. Well, there you go. I mean, the England squad, what with them being so young and not really having a lot of them the memory probably of watching Italian 90s, and them just growing up with watching the poor England side, they came into this tournament with the optimism of naivety, as it were. They came into it playing and thinking like a team who couldn't see why they wouldn't win, and that was the optimism that brought them through to the semi-finals for the first time in nearly 30 years. Last night they got a taster of what it really means to be an England team. If we make it to any sort of finals in any major tournaments, that's good going. But well, there you go. They're going to fight for third place on Saturday, and I think they'll do it. I think they'll win that. We'll get third place, and they'll go home with their heads held high. They'll still go home national heroes. It's still going to be a tournament that's going to be talked about for a generation to come, like Italian 19, Euro 96, 98. So, yeah. I mean, the one plus side for me personally is getting to this so far into the tournament is that at least there's been something there to hold my interest. The fact that it's an England side getting this far into the tournament. I've now only got 2 matches to watch, which I don't really care about. Croatia or France to win. Take your pick. I'd say it's going to be Croatia's side, and at least we were beaten by the true underdogs. It wasn't taken from us by one of the obvious teams, Brazil. So it'd be nice to see Croatia win. I believe it's going to be the first time they've ever won. I mean, who knew they even played football in Croatia? So join me on Sunday, folks, when you'll be hearing my thoughts on the third place round, the next England game, and then I'll probably be uploading my final video on Monday, which of course will be on the final. But until then, folks, see ya.